Report. Where's Priest?
Yeah, I'm working on it. You'll know when I do.
The longer you dally, the more time she has to prepare a revolt.
All right then, Captain. I'll see what I can do about Helen Priest.
She was billeted in the armory. That too is where we locked her up. You have my permission to investigate. McGrath. Fort Jericho would only hold if I can maintain unity. Should Helen Priest turn up dead, I'll not make a fuss.
This cabin and that gravestone feature heavily. A clue?
Maybe, but they could be anywhere. One time, in a prison in Paris, I banished the rotting corpse of a bishop.
This is gonna be good.
There was a growling in the dungeon, so down I went, alone. Empty cell, door locked, no pick. No idea how he got out, but he did. Turns out the bishop was possessed by a tyrant. Killed all the prisoners, was planning a rebellion, a riot of the dead. I've no idea why he was there, and at the end, neither did he, but it took me 3 days to clear the building.
Let's get back up!
Standing by.
Not today.
This spectral nest needs to be cleansed.
Gavamaka Senalis.
Did we miss a few?
Let's get back up.
This isn't over yet.
There's a lock. I'm gonna need a key.
Ah, the cabin from Helen's drawings.
Silence and a campfire. Just what Dr. Duarte ordered. This is the place.
What you doing here? I had a feeling we'd be crossing paths again. If Pennington sent you, you may run along. I've nothing to say to any of you.
I'm curious. How did you escape without being noticed?
I know Fort Jericho better than anyone. It has many ins and outs. If Pennington hadn't had his head up his own arse, he'd have known not to put me in those cells.
That's what I said.
Did you have help?
I still have friends in the fort, and if you think I'm going to tell you more than that, then you really are mistaken about my character.
You weren't easy to find. Why here in particular?
I was with child when the first plague came. I gave birth surrounded by the dead and dying. My son never had a chance. I wished to bury him away from the mines, away from the garrison. Somewhere his and his alone. I brought him here. I left him here. And I nearly did not make it back.
Oh, it's peaceful here. I can see why you'd come back.
I came to say goodbye. One last time.
Sebastian's husk vanished. It must have been hard to lose him all over again. How are you bedding up?
My days are quiet. Some are better than others. At times, I am grateful for the memories. At others, they feel like fingers clamped upon my throat. I'm still learning to live around my grief.
I wish I could tell you that time heals all, but I'm still learning too. Maybe it doesn't.
One day, it will be safe to remember. In this, I trust. Count your blessings in the moment, for both are fleeting.
What are you doing up here?
Did Pennington send you? Yes or no?
He sent me, yes, and did not shy away from hinting that he'd rather see you dead than alive.
Then what are you waiting for?
That's not why we're here.
Well, then you may leave. I am done with Pennington, Fort Jericho, and all in it.
What's the plan? You can't mean to stay here forever.
I could. But no. When I'm ready, and the road is open, I'll leave for Boston and begin anew. For most of my life, death has walked with me. But to see how you Banishers walk proud beside it, well, it's as if you dance along the road with death. That leads me to wonder. Perhaps it's time I embraced my gift and put it to good use. Perhaps I too may dance along with death.
Have you always been sensitive to the invisible?
I suppose I have. As a child, we'd play secret games in which we'd summon spirits, as you do. For me, though, sometimes they came. I remember, for weeks after my grandmother passed, I'd see her sitting at the foot of my bed. My father ascribed it to a wild imagination. He would not indulge it.
You weren't imagining it. You have talent. Match it to your prowess in the fight, and you'd make a fine banisher.
I was hoping to find someone to guide me on that path.
It's a hard life. Dangerous. Lots of death. Anger, resentment. Grief.
Well, then I've been training for it for years.
Be warned, child's play it is not. There's a lot more to it than clubbing spectres.
Show me. Show me a real foe with a real banisher fight. Teach me.
I'd happily be your teacher, but recent events mean I no longer qualify. Looks like you got yourself a new apprentice, Red.
All right, I'll step up. Till you find someone better, mind. Let's show Helen how banishers fight.
First of all, keep in mind that fighting spectres is rarely easy. They can be tricky.
Caution is always advised, but you're in good hands.
I know a cave where we might find a fight. Follow me. And Taya, how did you become a banisher?
My mother was a healer. She had the gift. Taught me all she knew. But I was different. I had a gift for ghosts. At 15, I set off to develop it. I knew no one, and had nothing. But my teachers saw my yearning for knowledge and took me on. And here I am.
Quite the adventure. Over here. This is the place.
Good instincts. This cave is badly stained.
Time to dig. We use runes and words of power to make spirits manifest.
Do you pluck them from thin air with your magic rings?
It's more that we will them to come to us. The rings help channel the power.
I summon you now! Get back up!
This isn't over yet. This isn't over yet.
Have some of this.
Fine work. Both of you.
And that's how a fight goes.
Most of the time.
Except when your partner drops his sword or loses the tie.
Fairy stories. Neither of those entirely plausible things has ever happened.
You fight well, Banishers.
As do you.
If I didn't, I'd be dead.
If you're truly serious about becoming a Banisher, I may have a contact in Boston who could help. Her name is Elizabeth Grey. You should find her, if she wants to be found, at the Green Dragon, not half a mile from the wharf. Tell her I sent you. When you meet her, please tell her she is now the best female Banisher in the land.
She's interesting. I'd do some reading if I were you. Might help me make a good impression. Here, this book served me well. It'll serve you too.
I shall treasure it. Thank you. Thank you both so much.
Take care, Helen.
Any last advice for a young-ish apprentice before you go?
Love life. Even when you lack the stomach for it.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
God willing, we shall.
Back to Pennington to give him the news of Helen's passing.
It's such a good lie, it's almost true. It's like this spectral nest is just waiting for my intervention.
Reveal your true self. Reinforcements!
Think you could take on a ghost?
Reinforcements!
They never learn, do they?
Elizabeth's still in Boston?
You know Elizabeth. She loves a bit of culture. I'm told Boston has many taverns.
I'd assumed she was dead.
Most people assume she's dead. She likes it that way.
She and Helen are talking cheddar.
Yep. They're gonna have so much fun.
Reports. Where's Priest?
From one soldier to another, and I'll not put it in writing, but Helen Priest shall pose you no more problems.
My word. Such terrible tidings. Thank you. Not your affair, of course, unless so mine. From one soldier to another, and I'll not put it in writing, but I'll not mind if the purse on my desk goes missing while my back is turned.
How are you doing, sir?
How am I doing? How am I doing? It is strange. Ellen Priest's pricking thorn is plucked, the rage abates, the troop rebuilds. And yet, though the danger is past, I feel it, present. I see things in the shadows. An unexpected noise may startle me, but that's not the worst. The worst is, I miss it. I miss the simplicity of inescapable doom. The darkness calls me back. It is the strangest thing.
Nothing strange about it, Captain. In time, it fades. There'll always be moments you hear the call. Just be sure not to answer it. Permission to take my leave, Captain?
Permission granted.
Not right under his nose, Red. Come on.
Are you still here?
Why, you're welcome. It's an honour to help you out. No thanks necessary.
Spare me your humour, soldier.
Permission to take my leave, Captain?
Permission granted.
Odd way. To make money, but I'll take it.
Helen's free, Pennington is happy for Pennington, and soon there'll be a new Banisher. Everyone wins.
You've saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that, there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You all right, soldier? You look drop dead weary.
Aye, but I'll not leave my post. What do you take me for?
The dead come no longer, but he's still terrified.
Can no one take your shift?
We're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and keep watch at the same time. Old soldier trick.
All bullshit aside, what's going on?
Oh, what do you care? I have my problems and you have yours, so let me handle myself. I ain't important, and I don't deserve no help. Wasted time helping me anyway.
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no reason to force it on him. For now, at least.
Peaceful watch to you. I'd like to help him. Old soldier and all.
All right. Let's start with his billet.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are yous? Reward. Given to a brave son. Soldier, I believe we found Andrew's things.
This is our best lead yet. I wonder if there's an infirmary.
After that, we might look for his train band record. A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. Oh, I bet he'd rather have his sleep back.
At least he made it home.
Aye. And he didn't.
Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone. Pretty empty armory.
Looks like someone's been living in here.
Oh, there! Who's that? Who enters? Oh, thank God. Don't just stand there holding your whisk, man. Help me.
Don't panic. You're in no danger. What's your name?
I'm Cotton Peabody, and you're as foolish as you sound. You may not think it dangerous, but her ghost was here.
Aye, well, you're in luck. My name's Red McCraith, and I banish ghosts.
I've heard of you. The Banisher who lived. Was it luck, boy, or was it cowardice?
Right, soldier, spill. What's going on exactly? You're haunted. Who's the ghost?
Nurse Wings died, and now she's trying to take me too. You must help. Sir?
When did you last see Nurse Wings alive?
Couldn't say. Time is tricky. She was here, then she left, then she came back as a ghost, still holding her bastarding lancet.
We heard screaming. Is that you? Did no one else answer?
None here gives two shites for their fellows. Too busy looking out for their own asses. I could die screaming in here and none would care till me corpse began to stink.
Why would she want you dead?
She's a ghost. She ain't here for beer and biscuits.
He's right in a way. She is killing him.
Is your illness taking a turn for the worse?
Aye, it worsens. When she comes, I sicken. She's a better nurse living, I tell you that.
Where does her ghost go, you think?
She comes and goes through a locked door. After that, not a clue.
Is there a key? Or another way in?
Perhaps. This was the blockhouse upon a time. There was a passage out. Through the westernmost tower. I had a key. Search my things in the barracks if they haven't been plundered. Might still be there.
Right, well, I'll look into things. You stay here.
Where in shite you expect I'll go? You stay here. Go on then, cheeky bastard.
Let me take a look behind that door.
Shite. Locked.
There must be another way in.
The nurse, kind and caring, comes back as a vengeful ghost.
It happens, but in this case I doubt it.
Peabody may be lying, or at least spinning the story to his advantage. As I remember, Peabody's things are here. Perhaps the key is amongst them. All right, we have what we came for. Why would she up and leave like that?
And why has she not come back?
Maybe she had an accident.
Perhaps her office may give up a clue. Here's our tower.
You found it. My thanks. Newcomers. Forgive me, sir. Pardon me, madam. Welcome to the infirmary. What seems to be the trouble?
We'll get to that, Nurse Wings.
You know my name? Have we met?
Not as such. I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
A pleasure to meet you both. Now, if you don't mind, I'm a little busy with my patient. How can I help you?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Well, given recent events in and around the fort, I'm rather compelled to acknowledge the possibility that yes, ghosts do exist.
Good. Now, do you have any idea why we Banishers might be here today?
I absolutely do not.
You and I are very much alike, Nurse Wings, don't you think?
Are we? How so?
I'm a ghost, Nurse Wings. And so are you.
Are you sure you're well, Miss Duarte? You sound feverish. Perhaps you need to lie down and rest?
I don't rest, Nurse Wings. Sound familiar?
She won't be told. We'll have to prove it to her.
If you need it, I may still have some vervain. You let me know.
Goodbye, Nurse Wings. For now.
I'll be here, as ever.
Aye. That's the problem.
She won't listen. We must find proof.
Our denial runs deep and Peabody sickens. Poor Nurse Wings is losing her grip. "13 years is a long time to live haunted."
The ghost is weak, fragile.
They're strong enough to stick around. What a way to live. I'll talk to Andrew. Might perk him up a bit.
How about a chant to reveal the past? There's an echo here, but we need the tie.
She neither sleeps nor eats, but doesn't question it.
She gets her sustenance elsewhere now.
She writes of a cliff-top hideaway. A cozy wee pub, then.
Right. Let's go for a walk. Anne's medics remind me of my mother's. The oils and ointments, infusions and concoctions.
I bet she knew her business.
She treated the men the slavers worked to death in the fields. Though she had little money, she was very famous. That's what saved her. I think we found her. There's an echo.
How long has she been here?
No more than a few days.
Here's the key to the infirmary.
Knock-o-haze!
That's not the ritual I'd have used.
Now the past is mine to see.
I see no journal.
It may have slid from her fingers and fallen.
Let's retrieve it. Still impressive.
This isn't over yet.
They brought more friends. Bastards.
Think I'm under threat.
Hey! More fun.
The heart's yours. The roots are mine.
You bastard!
This looks like the place. Let's find the journal. Stains. I can uncover the traces.
She knew something was wrong.
Yet now that she has died, her ghost denies it.
She was a healer. Perhaps dedication binds her.
A dedication her patient scarcely deserves. We should go back to the infirmary. Anne will surely be there.
own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden.
Watch out! Spectre possession! Move it, Red!
Did we miss a few?
There's an angry spectre somewhere nearby. Better summon it.
I summon you now!
This isn't over yet. You're in its sights, Red.
Reinforcements!
Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse.
Some of this!
Teach them not to mess with a Banisher. Blasted pest!
Piss off!
Almost there. I have another in sight.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
Anne reminds me of More Mackenzie. We hid in her house when we were running from the English. She washed our wounds and sang as we buried the dead. Never stopped smiling.
I like her already.
They burned the house down with her inside.
I'm sorry.
Maybe More still haunts the ruins, waiting for the next poor wounded soul.
McCraith, what can I do for you?
And Wings had the grip. She packed up and left so she'd not pass on the infection. Part of her must have known she'd not make it.
I did not know. I could not have known.
How could you indeed, with your head so far up your own behind?
She had a cough. Just a cough. I couldn't have known it would kill her.
Well, kill her it did. As you were, Mr. Peabody. See you about.
Not like I can go anywhere anyways.
Where'd you get the flowers, Mr. Peabody?
It's her. She brings them.
Reunius vat aster himi.
Hold still.
Get your filthy hands off me!
That's enough, Mr. Peabody.
Get off me, you evil old frigate!
In his temper, Cotton Peabody gave Anne Wings the disease that killed her.
Oh, still here, are you? What new comedy do you two bring me now?
Remember on the cliff top when you closed your eyes and it felt like you slept for a very long time?
Have you been spying on me?
Remember how when you awoke, you felt lost and distant? How you could not remember who you were? How slowly you came back to yourself? How something drove you to it? Something that felt more important than anything you had ever felt?
No. Yes. My patient needed me. I knew it from my head to my heart.
That's it. That's why you stayed. That's what keeps you here.
My dear, the desire to help my patients means only one thing. It means I'm a nurse.
Cotton Peabody's health concerns you greatly, true?
I'm a very good nurse.
How long is it since last you slept? How long since last you ate?
Well, I have been very busy.
You're tired but cannot sleep. You're hungry but can't face eating. Time to face the truth.
No, it's just... I'm tired. I forget things. I forget to stop working.
I think you know what he needs. I think you know his remedy.
He must have wintergreen. Fresh oil, decocted, then used as a salve.
Yet, though you treat him, his condition worsens. You must have noticed.
To maintain the illusion of life, you feed upon his essence. Even as you tend to him, you leech his life away.
No. No.
Your memory is fading.
It is not. At least, I don't think it is.
Once you kept meticulous records. Now your notes, if you keep them at all, are chaotic.
It's just that I'm all alone. No one to talk with. No one to share a laugh with. I've gone a little potty.
Nurse Wings. Anne. You're dead. Just like Antea. You've convinced yourself you're still alive, but you are not.
But if Mr. Peabody withers by my presence, then why does your woman not wither you?
I would, but I take my strength from other people.
My God! I could never do that!
Then the longer you stay to treat your patient, the quicker he will die.
No. No!
Hold there, Nurse Wings! Anne! I can help you. Let me help you.
She's heading back to where her body lies.
Anne, are you there?
If I take another step, if I fall, I won't die.
No, you won't die.
All I wish was to save a soul. Just one soul at a time. Cotton.
It's time we put an end to this.
The devotion of poor Anne Wings, who even dead, kept on caring.
No. Her ghost hungers for essence and calls it caring.
well. 'Tis all I want. But by staying, I've been doing you harm. For that, I beg your forgiveness. Oh, Mr. McWraith.
Peabody, we must talk.
This sounds ominous. Where lies the problem?
You're the one who made her sick. The day you spat on Anne Wings, you gave her your disease.
I never spat on... No. Wait. I did. She was at me with the lancet. The pain gave me a wee touch of fury, just for a moment. I gulped without thinking.
You knew you were infectious. You wished to harm her. 'Twas an attack. So, Nurse Wings died trying to heal you. You believe her ghost returns to harm you. Interesting. Well, all good things, they say, come to an end. I'll miss our little chats.
Anne Wings, you're a dedicated nurse. All you do with love. But right now, you're a threat to your last patient.
He needs me. I just want to help.
Does he need you? Do you really want to help?
What comedy is this?
You've been the dedicated nurse for so long, you're afraid that if you stop, you'll cease to exist. Let it go, Anne. You've done a great job. But the job is done.
Cotton Peabody deserves to get well, and only I would treat him.
We'll do what we can for him.
You've done enough, Anne. You won't be forgotten.
All right, then. If you're sure. Thank you.
Farewell.
Is she gone? Am I safe?
It's over. Anne Wings is gone for good.
Gone for good? Aye. Great.
In her diary, Nurse Wings said oil of wintergreen could cure Peabody. It would be fitting.
We must at least try. Let's get the ingredients. must admit, I'm not used to going on a flower-picking mission. But if it's for Anne, I'll do it.
I could tell you'd become attached to Anne.
Yeah, no more wintergreens here.
Let's look elsewhere.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Get lost, won't you?
Maybe this story will finally make Cotton Peabody change his ways. Maybe a wee less cranky.
People don't change.
I think they do. I've changed, thanks to you.
Then you must be the exception.
I think this area is similar to the map's instructions. The treasure has to be near. Should be enough flowers.
Perfect. We have everything we need.
Let's make the decoction. I think we have all the flowers we need.
A lovely bouquet for a grumpy old soldier. I'm sure he'll be pleased.
Everyone likes flowers.
Oh, would you like me to give you a bouquet now and then?
I don't know. You've never given me one.
I'll make a note of it.
Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings. Here, the decoction.
Let's go relieve the old soldier.
Here, I made you your oil of wintergreen. Should help.
Are you a doctor now?
Just take your damn medicine, Cotton.
Aye, I will. Thank you.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want? Who are you? This isn't gonna be easy, is it? You chose to manifest. Why is that? Are you looking for help? Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no? Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But if our friend here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us. Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him. He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. This way. I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrew?
I don't know. Maybe. Our new friend is waiting for us. Here, we can go on. The ghost haunting Andrew seems weak. Drawing out the torture the better to enjoy it. Or holding itself back, afraid to feed too much.
If mine had been so kind, maybe I'd have slept nights. I'm jealous.
Don't be. These ones are the worst. Years withering. Decades even. It's an awful way to go.
Our friend the ghost could have shown us a safer route.
Or he's just playing with us. The ghost has something to show us. Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself.
Joshua Gouge, gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome. So Joshua is not here for revenge. Our new friend is waiting for us. Over here. Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, man. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
They lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up. Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home. And they're not busy fighting and dying, that is.
I'm losing the trail. Hold on. The stain is fading. He's leading us somewhere.
Get back up!
Now would be a good time to speak a few words of power, just to be sure.
Spirit and flesh, I summon you! Reinforcements!
Back down to hell!
Ready and waiting. I have another in sight.
Your funeral!
The words of a ghost may resonate here.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Goddamn bastarding cold! Help me!
Joshua! No!
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak? Well, I've been there. I'll do everything I can to help.
If help we can.
Only these two could talk to each other.
Joshua's not helping. He's scared Andrew's silent. Conversation over. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that. Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
Guilt is normal, but you must let it go.
I had claw marks on it.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
The captain says Helen Priest has joined her husband in the afterlife. May God forgive her, and may her comrades forgive her too. Apart from the captain, I'm the next in command. Me.
Back yourself, mate. I don't usually bring it up, but I was a soldier too.
Thought as much. Where'd you fight?
Well, first I fought my way across half the Highlands. Later I'd fight wherever my paymaster sent me. Bavaria, Bohemia, Austria.
What's your war story then? We all have one.
In a tavern in Paris, with 3 of my comrades, a Turkman stood us drinks and offered us work, fighting for the Ottomans against the Viennese, and the Poles, the Prussians, and whoever else. And the pay was good. A villa each in Cyprus and slaves all of our own. I said I'd not have slaves and I'd not turn my coat. "I will," said my friend Lucas, "but I'll free the slaves." I shook his hand and wished him well. 9 months later, my band ambushed a Turkish emissary on escort to Venice. I found Lucas by the side of the road. I buried him where he fell.
Well, probably wasn't you who shot him, was it? Hard to know, I suppose. But you know what never leaves? The smell. That sickening, coppery vapour rising as a man's life pulls beneath him. For all those brave young boys we send off in search of glory, that stink is their rude awakening.
Easier to die with than live with, perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. But come. Blood soaks away. Let's not dwell upon the past, and men long gone.
You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Leave it be. In the past, where it belongs.
Your past is very much present. Your friend Joshua has a message for you.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
You're no wrong. He wants to give you freedom. He never blamed you. You blamed yourself.
Why would he not seek revenge? He's due it.
He doesn't see it that way.
I shot him. I was trying to save him and I shot him.
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. 2 Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away. I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
Did you admit it later? I mean, no one would have thought the worst of you. A battle like that, well, shite happens.
Shite happens to shite soldiers. I said nothing. I wanted it over. I want it over. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
I am duty-bound to protect the living from the dead. Sometimes, too, from themselves. You can't see it now, but you can learn to live with this. Talk about it. Accept it. You'll come to the point where it stops defining your life and you can set about living in the time you have left.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Joshua? Is that you? It cannot be. I saw you dead.
It is, old friend. I've tried for the longest time to speak to you, but your guilt took my voice. You must live in peace.
I have not the right. I shot you. I was sure my aim was good, but it was not. I shot you.
It was an accident, Andrew. You tried to save me. You failed, but you may make amends. Until you give yourself peace, I cannot have mine. Save me, Andrew, save me. Give yourself peace and save me.
Joshua, you have spoken. Andrew, you've heard. It's time to end the story.
Joshua Gouge, you've lingered in silence for too long. You can go.
I can. Thank you, Banishers. Thank you, Andrew.
Time to say goodbye, boys.
I'm sorry, my friend. I've carried the weight of your death as far as I can.
The debt, if any, is paid. Live your life.
Farewell, Joshua. You've done your duty and more.
Farewell, old friend.
You have been here.
I'm good for nothing after that. Thanks for your help. I'll not forget it.
Are you still here?
Oh, well, you're welcome. It's an honour to help you out. No thanks necessary.
Spare me.
How stand Fort Jericho and our people? Anything notable to relate?
Here's one. An incident with Flora Abbott. One of her comrades petitioned me against her. I turned it down. Not content with fighting spectres, some also wish to fight amongst themselves.
What have you told people about Mrs. Priest?
I told the truth. She escaped her cell and died in the wild. A true story, unabridged and unadorned. Isn't that right, Banisher?
Oh, aye. Quite right. Tell me about Sebastian Priest. What kind of man was he?
He was my loyal right hand for the longest time. On his last assignment, he failed me, miserably. He's remembered as a hero by those who do not know.
You didn't like him?
Long ago, I had a dog. Bo was his name, and he was stupid, bellicose, disloyal. Horrible little bastard, truth be told. I miss that dog more than I miss the man Sebastian Priest turned out to be.
Permission to take my leave, Captain?
Permission granted.
Here we go again.
Embrace the darkness. I take the heart, you take the roots.
I'd almost fancy my own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden.
Get back up!
Why do I get the feeling that we're sitting ducks? Bathsheba Ingersoll's oil and pigment. Come on, let's bring them back to her.
Signed and sealed. We can tell Prudence she's free.
Good morning, madam, or good afternoon, or whatever it might be. Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling a lot. Relief, grief, shame. Poor Nathaniel. Still, feelings or no feelings, there's work to be done. Life goes on. And so will the store. Thank you, Mr. McWraith. Thank you again. And thank you a third time for luck.
I've brought you supplies. You may mix your paint.
Why, Mr. McWraith? I'm speechless. You really are the kindest of men. Here, please. Let me reward you.
We're happy to be of service. Even happier to be paid for it.
Won't you leave me alone?
Goodbye to you, Huntress. I look forward to seeing things improve. That you're...
Thank you, Red.
Good day.
Good day to you too, Mrs. Hake. Pennington's seal is on the letter.
So, I'm free. Thank you, sir.
What will you do now?
Whatever God has planned for me.
I'll take my leave, Mrs. Hake.
Yes, do that.
I believe Edith Keene.
Where's that addle-pated hick when I need him? Not you, sir.
Good day, madam.
Good day to you, Banisher. What can I do for you?
Is all well, Miss Keene?
All is well indeed, sir. In fact, a miracle has happened. With the beast dead, my garden has at last begun to grow. With work and luck and God's good grace, we'll end up with a harvest. Though I confess I find the work more tiring than usual.
That's because she's haunted.
Thank you for sharing so frankly, Miss Keene. But the reason I ask is... it's delicate. I think you're likely haunted.
No, that's just my twin brother. I can't get rid of him because we're family. Oh, wait, you're serious? Haunted? Who'd haunt the likes of me?
Where is your brother?
He went for a walk in the woods. Oh no. My brother, Daniel. My brother Daniel went for a walk in the woods.
So Daniel Keene went missing in the woods, and Edith here is only getting worried now.
How long has your brother been missing? And where might he be?
You worry me, sir. With the beast gone, Daniel dared to walk the woods. I did not. Who knows what still lurks out there? I swear at times I hear voices rippling in the trees. Please, would you find him?
Better late than never, I guess.
I'll look into it. First, I'll need to have a look around here.
Please do.
I must go.
Find my brother. Please.
A meagre crop, but at least it's growing.
From the desert, by our hands, the Lord has made a garden.
It's rotten, all of it. Can't eat that.
The devil has wrought his evil here.
The words of a ghost may resonate here.
Look, a chest.
Well, open it, Jobberknoll.
Is it a map? Could it be a treasure map?
Let me see. Give it here.
So, a treasure map.
She knew but didn't tell us. That's suspicious.
These tools have seen some service.
The Keens aren't lazy.
Well, what have you heard?
So, you found a map?
A map, sir?
Yes. In the chest you dug up with your brother. That map.
How do you know that?
Banisher. Knowing things is part of the job.
This is improper. Even indecent. It was just a stupid old map. I told Daniel to leave it be.
Where did it lead?
I don't remember. There was something about the bridge on the Boston Road. I paid it no mind.
The bridge is down. How did he cross it?
I must go.
I will wait for you here.
The bridge on the Boston Road.
There'll be a waterfall somewhere not far away.